Hello.
Hello.
How are you guys? It's been a bit of a hard week, but how are you otherwise?
It's been a busy week. Yeah, we're good. We're good. How are you?
We've been good. It's been really busy here too. But music is just going crazy and I'm loving it. It's just so good.
It is. There's been some really great new releases this year. It's really exciting to see how far the industry is coming and how exciting, how many new fans are coming on board too. It's really cool.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I know you're right, the fans have grown. We've still got that core of people that we've all seen for so long, but there's so many new ones coming through and it's really exciting. I think online has allowed that, I think, for people to come on and hear. But it's been a while since we heard from you guys. So tell us a little bit about what you guys have been doing since your last release and what made you do one now.
Yeah, well, it's been nearly 7 years since we've released music. I can't believe it. I don't know where those 7 years have gone. I kind of do.
We did COVID
Well, we did. We've been busy. We've had children. Joel and I have got two girls, 5 and 3 years old now, and Glenn's got a little 3-year-old too. So they've been keeping us really busy, and it's been nice having some time out to kind of be with them and raise them. So it's been really nice. We still have been playing music and gigs here and there. We just haven't been, physically released anything. So I guess the reason we chose now is just we just have been so inspired, like as you were saying, by all the new music that's been coming out and the way the industry's been growing. We went to Tamworth Country Music Festival in January, and we just thought, you know what, we need to be doing this again. Let's work hard this year and let's go and do some stuff. So that's kind of where we started, and just took us a good few months to get our heads back into how things work, because things have changed in the last 7 years in regards to how you release music. So it's been a bit of a learning curve, but we got there, and it's good. It's good to finally have something out. So,
and even recordings changed. We're so much more mobile now. We can do it from anywhere. We can do songwrites from wherever we are. We've just adapted really well in this industry to all the changes, and it's probably, some of it might have been a bit of a push we needed to make it more affordable and more doable for artists to do, especially when you've got that don't live that close to each other. It's been good.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of positives that have come out of COVID too. Navigating all those ways to make it a bit more efficient for everyone. So it's good. It's exciting.
Well, it's great to hear. Now, I was looking at your press release, and you've been sitting on this song for a little while. Tell us a bit about why you've chosen one that I really am tired today, aren't I? I can't even.
We're all in the same boat. It's been a big day.
Everyone's going to say that I've been drinking when I probably needed to be. Because I haven't, not even tea. So tell us about why you chose this song to be the first one. I know that for me, when I listened to it, it did exactly that. It took me back to music when I used to listen to music fully for the love of it, not because I'm like, I've got to remember to listen to this one. Like, I used to just put music on and play. Now I put music on thinking about what's coming and what people are doing as well. So I listen for a different reason. So it took me back to an area of time where I probably didn't realize at the time how special it was.
That's cool. That's really cool to hear. As you said, we've been sitting on this one for 5 years. We actually got sent the demo 5 years back, and we knew it had a lot of potential. As soon as we heard the lyric, we were like, this is, we connected to it straight away.
We actually did. We actually put it in our live set and sort of worked it out. Originally, that's, I guess if you had seen, if you had seen us at a festival or two of those, we started playing it live just to get a vibe, and we didn't really, like to say, we had that time off and we sort of sat on it and didn't do anything with it. I think we had a drum track recorded, and obviously, like said, we had a drum track recorded, and then we'll say the dreaded C happened. So that added another 2 years onto everything. No one could go anywhere. Yeah. So we actually wanted to record this up in Brisbane with our producer, Andrew Cochran, at FX Productions. So, so that kind of put another break on the release as well. So I guess the time was right, and we finally got around to it. And like I said, we've been playing it for so long now; it's really evolved into our sound, and we're really happy with the way it's turned out.
And in saying that too, we knew this was the song we wanted to come back with because it as you say, it really does kind of remind you of how powerful music is, and has reminded us of how much we love it and why we do it. So it's been a really special song that we've personally connected to, and also the writers from Nashville, Brett Rutledge and Jessica Campbell-Waterman, they very kindly let us work the lyrics to kind of tell our own story as well. So
that was cool.
Yeah. So it was definitely the song. We knew it for a long time. It was going to be the song to kind of make a comeback with. So yeah.
And as you said, you hadn't stopped music, but you'd stopped sort of the releasing. And did you keep working the whole way through? Were you sort of still in touch with the industry? I know you were doing weddings and that sort of thing, or did you have a bit of a break from everything, except for just sort of doing those sort of types of shows for a bit? Was it a good? Did when you came back with this song, did it kind of surprise you how much it had changed, or did you sort of stay in it a bit to see that side?
I guess for the most part, me and Joel have the opportunity to get to play with other artists in the industry as well. You might have seen us on the road with some of those artists. So we've kind of stuck our heads, kept our heads into that scene, that industry for the duration. And I mean, in all that time, it's funny. I always got the question, what are Kaylens Rain doing? Are Kaylens Rain doing anything? Are we releasing anything soon?
Love
Constantly. So we've kept at it. We've kept our heads in the game.
It's just that different side when you're playing for someone else and doing something different. Is that you sort of kept seeing what they're doing,
and it's really nice. It's really nice that they remember us and we're like, okay, when you guys come on, are you guys doing anything soon? Come on, that's literally.
We have the best.
But also 7 years. Like we never planned to have 7 years off. It kind of just flew by. So.
Yeah, and it does, doesn't it? It just, especially when you've got kids and everything else going on as well, it's just you can't always do it. Now, I know that we were talking earlier about your upcoming show. Tell us a bit about that. And I know that you've had a bit of a rough go, but it's still happening, and you've got information.
You want to tell them this story?
Whatever you want. Days, to be honest.
Rip it 48 hours, that's for sure.
We have been promoting our single launch gig, which was
Newcastle.
Previously Newcastle at the Well Bar, and I got a message early Monday morning from another muso mate in Newcastle saying that he had heard that over the weekend the venue had gone into liquidation, and so that sent us into a bit of a spiral.
Panic.
Panic mode. We've been trying to reach the venue. There was no one was picking up. We were seeing things on their Instagram page of people that had turned up to an event during that weekend, and all the doors were locked and the windows were locked. There was no one there, and they'd bought online tickets and to go to this event as well. And for us,
no one had been told anything.
Yeah, no one had been told anything.
Not even. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, and a lot of brides and grooms have booked their weddings because it's a beautiful wedding venue as well. So everyone was kind of been a bit, what's going on the last few days, and then we finally got word that they've gone into liquidation yesterday. So we've had to find a new venue for their single launch, but it's still going ahead, the same date. So it's next Thursday night, the 27th of July. We're actually about to put a post up tonight. We've managed to have it at the Earp Distilling Co. in Carrington in Newcastle. So they've been super generous. Yeah.
Is that really close to the venue that you did have?
It is. It's only 10 minutes from the venue.
We've had lots of different venues actually reach out to us. That it's been such a
the community's really been helping everyone out, which is so we're very proud to be part of the Newcastle community, because it's really kind of shone a positive light on a bad situation, how generous people have been. So especially Earp Distilling Co. They've been super generous. So we're very excited to have the show there next week.
And I see the comments saying,
sorry, it came off. That's because I clicked too soon.
Wedding was there, and we've actually played multiple weddings there over the years for different people.
It's a beautiful venue, so it's a shame. It's a real shame.
You obviously sort of know them a little bit too, which is even more of a knock as well. But I guess it's not something you can ever say is good, but it is nice to see that the community has reached out and is trying to help. What can we do can we get online and order merch and all that sort of thing if we're not nearby or can't make it that night? What can we do to help everything? Can we get online and order merch and support you guys in other ways?
Always. I think our merch shop is brand new. It's had to freshen up. It's all online now. So you can go to, I think you can go to kaylensrain.com.
Oh, there it is.
Check
there
it out.
Is.
Yep.
Here's one we prepared earlier.
Bottle cap openers there, which I like the most.
I like that. I need to get one of them too, because I have every time you need one. Now I can't even get you back. So that might be the screen for the rest of the night. We may just be looking at the merch for the rest of the show. But I tell you what, every time I get a bottle, and I've never got one around, so I need about 10 of those so that I can lose one.
We've had the same problem many a time, so it just made perfect sense.
I'm sure they walk. I'm pretty sure that they're actually designed to disappear. That's why. So if we can help, if we can't get tickets to the show or we can't get to the show, everybody jump on and order some merch or go and listen to the song, because we can help in other ways. And especially,
or if you know if you know anyone that's around in Newcastle, tell them, spread the word. If you have any family or friends that live in the area, just tell them where we're going.
You know what? Christmas isn't that far away. You could just do early Christmas presents.
That's true.
Right. I said I give tickets to all my family. There might be the occasional person in my family that's annoyed me, and I'll give them tickets to something that won't be good.
That's great. That's good.
But no, make sure you tell everybody, and if you can get there, please do. What are you guys going to do on the night? Is it a full gig? What have you got planned? Anything special?
It's going to be really special. We've got Kylie Jane supporting us, who's amazing. And we're also going to be obviously playing the new single, but we've also got some new songs that we've been working on that we're going to showcase for the first time. So that's a bit exciting as well. So, we've got we're going to have a bit of a band but acousticy kind of vibe, aren't we, for the night too? So it's going to be it's going to be really, really nice.
Yes, that's what I love. That's the best way to do it. Now I know you guys are sitting there and you're going to do a song for us, so would you guys like to do a song now, and we can come back and have a bit more of a chat about the video and what you've got coming up, because there's not that much left of the year really. What do you think about it?
It's flying by. Yeah, let's do it.
You spoke about Tamworth in January, and we're all sitting here now planning the next one.
I know, it's crazy. We can't keep up. We can't keep up anymore.
No, I don't know how everybody does it. You guys are amazing. All these gigs that you got to organise along the way. One festival a year is enough for me. Well, I will give you the room, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. All right, here's our brand new single. It's called One Song Brings You Back, acoustic style on the couch. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Every now and then I think about that summer. There'll never be a hotter December. Danced out on the sand to Fleetwood songs together. I never will forget those nights. Yeah, that was years ago, but I hear them on the radio. And one song brings you back, one song plays in your right beside me like it was yesterday. One song, windows down, wild and free, like those memories. Ain't it funny how one song brings you back? One song brings you back. One song brings you back. One song.
Two kids in a small town, causing too much trouble, chasing boys and skipping school. We were only 16 when we joined that band together. Yeah, we thought we were so cool. That was years ago. Now I turn it on the radio and one song brings you back. One song plays and you're right beside me like it was yesterday. One song, windows down, wild and free like those memories. Ain't it funny how one song brings you back? One song brings you back. One song brings you back. One song. Well, I don't know why things have to change when life goes on. The song remains the only place I go that feels the same. So let it play, yeah. One song brings you back. One song plays and you're right beside me, yeah. One song brings you back. One song plays and you're right beside me like it was yesterday. One song, windows down, wild and free like those memories. Ain't it funny how one song brings you back? One song brings you back. One song plays in your right beside me. Ain't it funny like it yesterday? One song brings you back. Wild and free like those memories. Ain't it funny how one song brings you back? Woo!
Wow. I wish I could come next week. That sounds so good. If only we didn't have that big bit of water between us, because I think that stops me from going to new shows. One day they'll build a tunnel under there, I hope.
One day, yes.
One day. It's actually quicker to go to Melbourne than it is for me to go to Hobart, because it's a 45-minute flight, but I still can't take the car. But anyways, that sounds amazing and I love it. And there's lots of people keep giving comments. And I know we had quite a few questions and I did see them, guys. I haven't got Scott in the background running them. So if I miss one, type it to us again. But I know Kaylen asked, was it leading to a new album, the new music? What are your plans for going forward with new releases and things? Have you got some more plans?
We're losing you a little bit there, but I think it was that. Is there plans for an album?
Yes, yeah. I'll find the question for you. Hang on. It's just a bit slow today because I'm not doing it. I'm doing it by myself. Kaylen wanted to know, where is it? There it is. There we go. Is the new song leading towards an album? Is that your plan for new releases?
Let's be honest, there's no plan at this stage for an album. We're writing. We've got a bunch of songs that we're sitting on. We want to do a few single releases and then make a call as to whether we do an EP or whether we just do singles. We're kind of still getting our head around how things work and what's actually feasible these days as well. At this stage it's just singles. But stay tuned. You never know.
It is a single world. It's a single world. I think we all love to hold on to an album, but I guess at the moment the world doesn't sort of do that like the rest of us like to. It is one of those things that sometimes it just gets to a point where you can just throw all the singles onto an album anyway, doesn't it?
That's right. Exactly. See, that could happen. Right. So I mean, we can't give you an answer yet. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
And I had another question come through on YouTube as well, wanting to know about the single artwork. And I always ask that question because I know that it comes through beforehand. How many people have asked what it is? because my niece would not look at that and know what to do with it.
The radio.
Yes, the old school radio, yes.
My niece would not have a clue.
Well, yeah, that kind of we chose that artwork to try to work in with the film clip. To be honest, with the car that we chose for the film clip, it kind of all played in together, and it was
Yeah. It's funny when you hear a song, or when you've got a song and you immediately visualize it and think of, oh, that would be really cool in a film clip. And all three of us were like, it's got to be an old vintage radio for sure. We want and a vintage car as well. Vintage radio, vintage car, they were our two things. So that kind of inspired the idea for the artwork.
It's a bit of a history lesson for the kids as well, so that's right.
Yeah, that's
it scares me that it doesn't seem that long ago that I remember my first car had one of those in it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
well,
so
it's funny.
my second car.
I've got the radio sitting right here that we use in the film clip. I got this off Marketplace, thinking it was an actual vintage radio, but it says made in 2014. So it's not actually vintage, but I like it. It's cool. And we had it out for our two girls the other night, and they're going, "What is this? How does this work?" They were fascinated by it. So
you don't just pick up your phone and control it. It's one of those. Gosh, I remember, and that's going back. I remember having the old tape players and everything, but even the remote controls that had a cord to the TV still attached. Not let alone something like that. But I actually really love listening to music still on tapes. I love listening to a good cassette. I think it's a different sound. And it was really cool to see that. Yeah. And I was going to ask, the car in the film clip, and you guys obviously have, and that was one of my questions, is how do you decide what you do with the film clip? Do you have that picture? And as you were saying, where did you get the car from, and who sort of came up with the idea to film it the way that you did? Was it a bit of a collaboration, all three of you, or as well?
Yeah,
it's a very interesting story to this one.
It's a bit of a story, to this one. So we actually filmed the video with Jackson James, who's a good friend of ours, and
wonderful.
we didn't actually plan to film the clip on the day we had booked him in. We were going to just kind of do a live performance kind of thing, and so
acoustic thing.
And then anyway, the day we got there, it was the most beautiful sunny winter's day. We had the most beautiful location at Capron Hill Bay, right on the beach. And then the night before, we managed to get our hands on the truck. So the what's it called? F1 100 truck.
It's a blue one.
And we thought, hey, all these things have come together so perfectly. Why don't we just do a video clip?
And then the morning of, we called up the
Jackson.
Yeah, we called up Jackson on his way down and said, "Hey, we're instead of doing a little acoustic,
how
do you feel about doing a film clip?"
So we put him on the spot. It was pretty funny, but we brainstormed a quick storyboard that morning all together, and the idea was, why don't we get Gary, who loaned us the car? He was actually coming for lunch. He was going to have lunch at the pub with his granddaughter. While we borrowed the car, and we thought, hey, why don't we use them? We'd never met them before.
Wow.
Let's see if they want to be part of the clip. And the storyboard was that they were reminiscing on Gary's wife who'd passed away. They were going to go to the cemetery nearby, put flowers on her grave, and kind of spend the day together reminiscing on her life. Anyway, we put that to them when they got there, and Gary just said, "I can't believe you just said that. My wife died 4 weeks ago." And it was just one of those goosebumps moments.
Wow.
We could not believe it. And it was just
are you still okay?
But it became like something so special, and they were absolutely stoked to be a part of it, and it has given the song a new life and a new meaning, and it felt like his wife Sharon was kind of watching over them all day, so it's turned into something really special for them and for us as well. So and
Jackson did an amazing job with capturing the emotion and the vibe that we were going for.
It's definitely emotional for sure.
It was meant to just fall in place, wasn't it? It was
just it's kind of one of those meant to be things. So
can't plan for those kind of things.
It kind of goes with the song, doesn't it?
It does. Well, it's kind of I mean, everyone's got their own take on what their memory is. That that brings them back. It could be anything. It could be something happy. It could be a memory of someone who's passed, or from your childhood, or something. So there's so many different ways you can interpret this song. So and
I guess that I coming from somebody that's listened to music their whole life, it must feel really special knowing that you've got that connection to somebody as well. Like you've got that coming through, and people are feeling it, and you're reminding them of that something special, and even sometimes that's something hard as well. It must feel really nice to have that as something you can do for somebody in a way.
For sure, and that's honestly, that's such a big part of why we love doing what we do. It's not, and I think that's something we've probably learnt a lot more as we've grown older. Is it's not about us, it's about what we can give to other people through our music. So that's just it just makes everything so much more enjoyable.
I think one time I sat down with a friend to do a bit of songwriting, and the one thing that they said to me was exactly that. It's not about what the song does for you, and it's never about that. It's really just about whatever that person connects to it with. And it made me think, you know what? Because and they said, well, look at it from when you listen to a song, what does it do to you? And that's exactly what it was. I'm like, that's actually, it just made me see music from a whole different perspective then, because it's different to all of us, and it just shows how strong it is and what it can do. It's just no wonder it heals people. And
it's a universally connective thing, isn't it? Like it's beautiful.
And that's something, even it doesn't even have to be in a language that you understand. It still connects with people, and that's what makes it so good. I think we're very lucky to be able to do that in this industry. Even when we have days like this week that you've had, it's just the ups and the downs of it. But how, now that it's out in the world and people have had that time, can you hear me? Is it back?
You're back now. You're back. That's okay.
I'm actually looking into going to satellite internet, because when you live 10 minutes out of the city in Tasmania, apparently that's rural and you can't expect anything. So I'm now trying to go down the path of satellite to try and stop that from happening sometimes.
It's all good.
It's only new. It's only since I switched to the NBN. It was fine.
Oh, there's your first problem.
Right, that's exactly right. What do Australians not do well? Internet. Don't do internet well. But tell us, like, getting this song out in the world, and the first in so long, how does it feel? Have you had a lot of comments with people hearing the song and connecting? How does it feel being back out there now in that kind of connection?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I mean, it's only been a few days since the song's been out, so we've only really kind of connected with people on social media. But all the exactly. Which which has been lovely. So many supportive messages from fans and artists as well, which is so nice. And I think we're excited to take our music out on the road and start playing some shows to people in person as well. So and connecting with people that way. So it's very exciting.
It is very exciting. I cannot wait to hear how next week goes for you. But before we do go, can you tell us again, where's the best place to follow you? Keep an eye on. I know you've got your website and probably, like everyone else, 100 social media platforms.
Which we can't even keep track of. It's
I know. There's ones that I don't even know what they're called now.
I know, it's crazy. We thought we were up to date with it, and then a new Threads thing came out, and now we're like, what, we got to learn this now?
Well, I actually told everybody last week that we would join Threads as Country Kickback, only to find out that we have already.
There you go.
That just shows how well I take notice of what
happens. Obviously go to our Facebook and our Instagram. That's where we post most of our stuff and through our website. So we're going to be posting some more stuff tonight about the show coming up next week, and about some gigs coming up in the near future too. So
absolutely. So if you guys already have a ticket and know that, and we're planning to go to the venue, make sure you go and have a look, because it's all changed, and so that you know where to go and don't turn up and think that. Because if I did that, I'd go to a venue and see it closed and nothing there. I would just automatically assume I've gone to the wrong place and not know what to do.
Yeah. So we feel, fingers crossed, we've reached everybody who's bought tickets. But yeah, thank you for spreading the word too.
Make sure that you and if you're not nearby, tell someone that is, if you know someone, and if not, go and help these guys out. Go and get some merch. Make sure you go and have a watch of the film clip if you haven't already. It's in the top of the comments. I've put the link in the top for you, and the link to the Spotify as well. So make sure you check all of those out before the weekend. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been lovely to have you, and it's so lovely to see you back. It's been so long.
Thank you.
It feels like it's been ages, but it doesn't feel like it's been 7 years.
I know.
It's reset now, isn't it? Like, it's been ages, but hey, we can start afresh. Yeah. It's all reset now. From here on out, let's go.
Like we never left.
Let's go.
Exactly right. And you can blame COVID. It's just
that's
great.
it.
It's not
COVID and kids. That's what we blame.
Yeah.
Kids and COVID. Yeah.
Exactly. For the rest of our life, that's the excuse.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on, and I hope you guys come back for the next single, because we'd love to have you back.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Anytime. Well, everybody, we will be back tomorrow night, so make sure you have a look at the page. I know Scott's already got the advertising up. And also, before we do go, thank you so much. I've had a lot of messages over the last few weeks. I know that a lot of you heard that my uncle had died and that my nana had died, and thank you so much for sending all the beautiful messages through. It's been lovely to hear from every one of you. And Scott, thank you so much for jumping in and doing so much extra while I've been flat out as well. So thank you, everybody. It's been lovely to hear from you. But we will see you all tomorrow night. We'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.